The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the tackle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Morgan. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere the quarterback can throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Wolverines pick up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
On second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that Just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Unloads it left. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Running back goes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Trojans! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Wolverines are in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Feeling some heat.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 7, Michigan 0.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
the incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on 1st down. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB. And this one, put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. They'll run play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a look.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They're doing such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do is dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Sure hands, it's Morgan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments. Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think everybody will look at that play, and you'll probably go, why the heck would you run the football? Well, you run it because it's second forever. Well, now it's just third and ever. At least you limited it to now where it's a situation where you can go get that third down, and it's not so unmanageable that you have to chunk the ball down the field.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Which is a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes his connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown USC. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is improved, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He's looking for a man on second down. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's McCray. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires the pass. Intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense set on first down. Running behind that left side. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes the catch. It's Lane.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the 1st down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
And the ball is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time on target. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Coming after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Their throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Touchdown, Michigan.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
To the air on 1st down. Fires left. And they can't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it! Touchdown, USC! And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. USC 42, Michigan 17.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Snapped it in the shotgun. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. USC 42, Michigan 23.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
To kick off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Feeling some heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Here's a throw downfield late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Offense in an empty set. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. They're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Southern Cal! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.